Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Here we are at Canada's Wonderland. The day is July 23rd, and it is the grand opening of the DareDeviler. The DareDeviler was formerly Flight Deck and formerly Top Gun. It is now reopened. It has new trains. The track has been slightly modified, and it's undergone a retheming. So we're gonna hop on this ride. We're gonna wear the meta glasses. We're gonna get a POV. We're gonna do a walkthrough along the queue to see if there's anything new there. So let's get to it. So here I am. It is 9:40 a.m. and we are all lined up here. You cannot go any further. There is a rope, and there is a few people here waiting. Not too many though. And they have a bit of fanfare going on here. There are some balloons and some signs. There's the VIP media sign-in spot. Oh wow, look at this. There are character actors here now.
The DareDeviler, everybody!
Oh, it's a wonderful day today!
Okay, the time now is 9:55, and there are a lot more people here right now. I don't know if they're all here to go on the DareDeviler, but there is a much larger crowd behind me. Oh, and look, there's the park president, Mr. Christopher Mortensen himself.
Have a great day!
So right now they are not letting people in until they cut the ribbon and do their media stuff. So I'm not too sure how much longer we'll have to wait.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, the ribbon is cut and we are now going in. Okay, let's see what is new with the queue. We'll do a full walkthrough right now. Here we go. Alright, so here we are. We're right at the front of the line. Let's see how this thing rides. Here we go. Yeah! Woo! Woo-hoo! Whoa! Whoa! Woo! Whoa! Woo-hoo! Whoa! Woo! Whoa. All right, just went on the DareDeviler for the first time, and I will say it is a massive improvement from Flight Deck. I'm going to address this right off the bat. it's still a little rocky. It's still a little rattly, but it's not as bad as it was. I would say even like the Mighty Canadian Mindbuster is probably a smoother ride than this. But you know, it's a lot of fun. So one thing that I did notice that was pretty interesting is that there appears to be some new brake trims installed in certain parts along the track. There's definitely a really noticeable one on the sort of main loop there. It slows you down right before you go over the loop, which is pretty interesting. I think they've done this sort of in service of making the ride smoother and making sure that you don't smash your head around, which is good. I'm glad that they did that. But it is a bit weird when you get to the top and you feel yourself slow down like that. But I will say that they really went all out with the theming on this, which I love. I mean, they have the character actors coming out today. They're staying in character. I tried to even crack some of them, but they are firmly in character, which is great. And they got some stories going on with some of the signage on the inside of the queue, which is great. This is the kind of stuff that I really love with theme park rides, is that immersive aspect of the storytelling. And what's really awesome is the fact that there's a guy up there on top of the former location of the Fightertown Funnel Cake Snack Shack. So I think that there will be something soon appearing here, possibly a new snack spot that's themed to the DareDeviler. Let's see. So I will echo the same sentiments that the park president, Christopher Mortensen, had mentioned a few days ago. This ride, I mean, it's not on the same level as the big four, but it is pretty fun still. Like, I would go on it again. I'll probably go on it again today. With Flight Deck was like you go on it one time, you know what the experience is, and you like never want to go back. So I think that speaks volumes for what they've done to the ride. And yeah, I'm interested to hear what other people think. If you've gone on the DareDeviler, let me know in the comments how you feel about it. Do you think it's better than Flight Deck? Where does it rank on your list of best coasters at Canada's Wonderland? Let me know in the comments. And something that I was pretty excited for, but I didn't really notice while I was on the ride, was the sound effects. So standing outside of the ride, you can hear the propeller noises. It's actually going off right behind me right now. But on the ride, I did not notice. But I think I'll go on it again and see if I can hear those sound effects any better. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, so the first time I went on it, I got the second row, but this time we're gonna try to go on the first row. There are way more people in the line this time around.
Okay, here we go, round two. And this time we're doing front row on the red train.
Here we go! Woo! Whoa!
All right, second ride on the DareDeviler, got front row on the red train this time. Way more intense in the front row. Yeah, I actually enjoyed that experience a lot more than the first time. So if you are gonna go on the DareDeviler, try and get the front row seat. Makes a whole lot of difference. No, it's great though. That ride really solidified that it is much smoother than the old Flight Deck experience. Yeah, I'm happy to go on this thing multiple times. It's not giving me a concussion. It's not putting me in the hospital. I don't even have like a headache or anything. It's actually just a bunch of fun. So it's got my stamp of approval. Funny enough, I still forgot to listen for the sound effects. So I don't know, I'm not too sure if you can really hear them when you're on the ride. Maybe it's just off the ride that you can hear them. If anyone has heard the sound effects on the ride, let me know in the comments. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to experience that. The line the second time around was much longer. The first line was like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes tops. The second line was closer to an hour. I suspect that this ride will see some longer lines in the immediate future, probably the next couple of weeks or so. After that, it might start to die down a little bit, but if you're planning on coming to Canada's Wonderland in the next couple of weeks, you can probably expect some longer lineups for the DareDeviler. So the DareDeviler is open to the public now. We've watched this thing transform and now we've gone on it, so that closes that chapter of the story. However, we are still going to be coming to Canada's Wonderland a lot. We're going to be going to some other parks in the month of August, so there is plenty to look forward to on this channel. So to stay in the loop, all you got to do, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification button. And as always, thanks for watching.